guys, this is Michelle from Healthier Steps. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I am about to share with you an awesome recipe. It's my Jamaican Rasta Pasta recipe. It's bold, it's colorful, and it tastes amazing. The ingredients I'm going to use today, because I'm going to make it gluten-free of course, and I'm going to use brown rice pasta. I got this from Trader Joe's, but you can use any pasta that you love, and basically you're going to cook it in boiling water according to the package direction. So depending on what pasta you are using, whether it's chickpea, whether it's regular pasta, whatever, lentil, whatever variety, just cook it according to the package directions. And look at those colorful veggies that I'm going to be using. I'm using onions, green onions, because I have to bring in that Jamaican flavor. I'm going to use garlic, ginger, the colorful bell peppers. To be honest, I don't like using green bell pepper. I don't use it in my everyday cooking because I like my peppers to be ripe, but I'm using it just for color. I gotta bring in the red, the green, and the gold. That's the colors for Jamaica, because this recipe is connected to Rastafarian dish, and that's their color. So I'm using it to represent today. And tomatoes. So all these lovely vegetables gonna go pretty and look colorful with my pasta. I'm gonna use my spices here. I'm gonna put a little curry powder. I have some cinnamon and nutmeg, which again I don't cook with regularly because I find that they're irritating to the stomach. I don't use them a lot. I use them in small portions now and again. And guys, I also have here my thyme, preferably fresh thyme. If you have fresh thyme, use 2 sprigs of thyme. Delicious with the dish. And I'm also using Himalayan pink Himalayan salt because it's actually good for you. It has all the minerals intact. Unlike refined salt, don't use refined salt. Switch to sea salt or your Himalayan pink salt. And I'm using Bragg's liquid aminos. You can use tamari, soy sauce, whatever your preference. Because I'm gluten-free, make sure you use one that, if you're gluten-free, make sure it is also gluten-free, because regular soy sauce does contain wheat. I'm going to use island flavor of coconut milk. And guys, I love coconut milk because it has medium chain fatty acids, and studies have shown that your medium chain fatty acid actually reduces the cholesterol in your blood. And guess what, guys? It is cholesterol free. There's no plant-based ingredient that does have cholesterol, so you don't have to worry about cholesterol if you're on a plant-based diet, unless you genetically are predisposed to having high cholesterol. So guys, and the last ingredient that I'm going to use is vegan shredded cheese. If you want to make your own, there's a recipe on my website on healthiersteps.com. You can also find this recipe there already. It's one of my favorite recipes, and guys, when you make it, it's gonna be also your favorite recipe. And I think I've covered all the ingredients, so come on over to my stove and we're gonna get cooking. See you soon. Hi guys, again, Michelle at Healthier Steps. I'm gonna show you the water is boiling. I'm only using 8 ounces of pasta, so I'm not using a whole lot. I'm using half my package. Now I'm gonna go over to, while that is cooking, I'm gonna give it a stir. And while it's cooking, I'm gonna do the vegetables that I'm cooking. So I'm just gonna give it a stir, bring it to a boil, and let it boil. And before okay, so guys, I'm heating up. Today, of lately, I've been cooking without oil. I've been trying to eliminate oil from my diet. Some recipes are gonna be hard to do. So if you are also trying to lower the amount of oil that you use in your recipe, don't cover it. The amount of oil that you use in your recipe, then you can see what I'm doing. Because I'm already using coconut milk, and coconut milk is high fat. It has a high amount of plant fats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to saute my veggies with my coconut oil. So I'm going to put some of the coconut oil in, and I'm going to saute. So you first want to saute your onions. So you want to make your onions soft. So I'm just adding the onions to the pot, and then I'm going to bring it to where it's sizzling and it's hot, and then I can saute it. I'm just getting a wooden spoon for that. Put it back. It's coconut milk, so there's no oil, it's your coconut milk. So I'm waiting for this thing to heat up, and you're cooking your pasta and you're preparing your veggies, and just get here. So you see guys, 1 tablespoon of oil contains 120 calories, but you can eliminate that by learning to saute with water. You can saute with vegetable broth, or like what I'm doing, because coconut milk is already going to be in the ingredient, in the recipe. So you just saute with your coconut milk, and you will see the flavor is still gonna be phenomenal. So you don't have to worry about the flavor, because there's a lot of seasonings in your pot already. There's a lot of seasoning, a lot of flavors, natural flavors. So you see, I'm just sauteing with it, and I will just cook it until my onion is soft. Add a little bit more, and then next I'm going to add my green onions. Adding my green onions. And I love the flavor of green onions. It gives a lovely, delicious taste to your dishes, especially our Jamaican dishes. We don't do without our green onions. So you see that looking really nice, and the flavors are coming out into the coconut milk. Next I'm going to add ginger, and I'm going to add some garlic. So I'm adding the rest of everything that's on my cutting board, including my ginger and my garlic. And smelling good in here. Smelling so good. Okay. And let that keep cooking. See, it's smelling really nice in here, guys. You're just gonna stir. Next, I'm gonna add my tomatoes. Adding my tomatoes. See the beautiful color? The colors are coming together. Just gonna cook the tomatoes a little bit, let it flavors come out. Okay. Next, I'm gonna add all the seasoning, the curry powder, the thyme, the cinnamon, and the nutmeg. The scent, amazing. Smells so good. Smells so good. Really beautiful color. Really beautiful color. Just let it cook. Let all the vegetables soften. And the first time I had Rasta pasta is one of my visits to Jamaica. I did not grow up eating this dish in Jamaica. We didn't make it. My mom didn't make it. But when I went for a visit to Jamaica, I had it, and it was so delicious. I was like, I have to come back and make this dish. It was just so delicious. Oh, the smell is amazing. Okay, next I'm gonna have all the peppers, the different colors. And like I said, I want to make sure you get right. This is not the color of the Jamaican flag. It's the color for the Rastafarians in Jamaica. That's their color that they go by, the red, green, and gold. So I just want to make sure I clarify. The Jamaican flag color is green, gold, and black. That's our flag color. But look at the beautiful dish. Look at the color. Look at the beautiful color. Just looking so pretty. So I'm just gonna cook that a little bit, and then I'm gonna add your coconut milk and let it cook, so you can add cook into a sauce. And that's the sauce that once the pasta is finished cooking, this is the sauce that I'm going to add to it. And look at that. Look at the beautiful color. So I'm going to bring that to a boil. Let it simmer. Let it just simmer and get all the flavors to meld. And just make sure you can, at this time you can even test it to make sure there's enough salt, enough seasoning. And once it tastes delicious and flavorful, and your seasoning, if you want to add extra salt, then you can also add your extra salt to it. If you want to add, at this point you can add a little pepper if you're into pepper. I'm going to leave out the pepper this time, but on my website I do have the pepper in the original recipe. You can add pepper to taste. It's up to you. And I decided I want to eat it mild today. I'm going for mild stuff. And once you bring that to a boil, when we come back, I'm going to drain my pasta, rinse it, drain it, and I'm going to add it back to this coconut sauce, this amazing sauce. So see you in a minute, guys. Guys, I'm back. I'm going to add some Bragg's liquid aminos. I'm going to add the cheese. Look at that. Looks very good. I'm going to add some cheese. Let it melt a bit. Let it melt. See, it's melting. Stringy. See, melt. Then I'm gonna add my pasta that's been cooked and drained. And then I'm just gonna stir it. Oh, look at that. Let it coat. That's it, guys. Amazing Rasta pasta. Look at that. Cheesy and full of island flavors. That's the finished dish. Finished dish. All coated. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna have a picture with the. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Flavorful. Smells amazing. And guys, for more recipes, go to my website, healthiersteps.com. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. Twitter as well. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.